Hey everyone, Scott Johnson here with Pitt Home Buyers. I wanted to do this video to help you understand what foreclosure really is. Because a lot of us, what we know is the term. If we've never been through it before, we may have just heard about it in 2008 when there was a whole slew of them that went down the pipeline. So today I'm going to demystify that and kind of help you understand what the repercussions can be. So foreclosure, in simple terms, is the bank taking back a house from the person who borrowed from them to buy it. So let's just say, simple numbers, you buy a house for $100,000 and you put $80,000 or $20,000 down on that property and you begin making your payments. Well, let's say after about 2 to 3 years, you miss a payment, then another, and then another. And that's when the bank says, all right, well, now we are going to take back that property from you so that we can recoup the money that we've lost. All right. Now, the way it kind of works is the first 90 days are absolutely crucial. So if you find or know that you're going to miss a payment, then you need to speak to your bank immediately. All right, because communication is absolutely key in foreclosure, especially with a bank. The first step of foreclosure is going to be at the 30-day mark. Now, what a lot of people don't realize is a mortgage is not like rent or a car payment. All right, you are actually paying in arrears. What does that mean? Well, what that means is when you're paying rent, you are paying $500 or like $800, whatever you are paying, on the 5th of the month, and that pays for the remainder of the month. And then on the 5th, let's say the first payment's July, you make it, you officially paid to be able to stay there for the rest of July. Then let's say you make another payment in August, well then you've paid to stay the remainder of August. A house is different. When you get a mortgage, there's a reason that your first payment isn't until 30 days after closing, or maybe 2 months after closing. It's because when you make the payment in January, let's say, or July, like our previous example, you are actually paying for the prior month in June, right? That's why it's such a big deal. So once you miss that first payment, you are immediately in the foreclosure process. The second step is going to be 60 days where they send you notices, they add on those fees, and then, then if you miss your next payment, 90 days, that's when things get really, really scary. Because when a person gets to 90 days late, the bank knows that there is like an 80% chance that they will not catch back up. And really, if you think about it, let's just say your mortgage payment is $1,000. If you're going through a financial hardship, it can be extremely hard to get up that $3,000, including fees, that you need to get in order to keep your property, right? So the repercussions of foreclosure, of course, are that your credit will be skewed for 7 years because it'll have a foreclosure on your credit. So whenever you can, it is best that you try to avoid it whenever possible. So just to kind of recap, foreclosure is the process by which the bank or a bank reclaims a property so that they can resell it and get their money, get their money back, right? The three steps to foreclosure are going to be your 30, 60, and 90-day late notices. And once you get to that 90 days, the bank knows you're going to have a hard time catching up. Now, there are a lot of ways that you can stop the foreclosure process dead in its tracks. We recently did a webinar that tells you the four ways to stop foreclosure and save your credit. So be sure to check our website for that. If you can't find it, feel free to reach out. But I am going to go ahead and put it up on our YouTube channel. So thanks so much, guys. I hope that was helpful, and I'll talk to you soon.